Good day, everyone. ROFFS analyst James here, and it is currently Tuesday, August 2nd. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today, we'll be taking another quick look at the ocean conditions from Cape Hatteras down to the Florida Keys and the Bahamas from the past weekend. First off, we're going to take a look at a relatively large Gulf Stream eddy formation offshore of Cape Fear. This is pushing the western side of the Gulf Stream, well offshore of Cape Lookout. And as it moves to the northeast, it'll continue to push offshore of Cape Hatteras for the next several days. You can see this feature right here, pushing northeast off of Cape Fear as it slowly moves northeast to Cape Lookout and ultimately to Cape Hatteras. Continuing further south, we've spotted cooler water along the coastline off Cape Canaveral and north towards Daytona, especially inshore with a little bit of upwelling. With additional winds from the southwest, we anticipate additional upwelling along the northern Florida coastline. Late last week, we also observed a relatively long filament of some cooler water pulling northwards from the Jupiter to Cuesta area, moving northwards towards Daytona and Jacksonville, passing Cape Canaveral later in the weekend. This is currently moving its way off of Jacksonville and beginning to push into the southern Georgia area. Heading further south in the Florida Keys, we continue to observe warmer water well offshore. Off of Key West, this warmer water pushes out over 200 to 400 fathom depths. And then as it rounds Key Largo, it starts to push into 100 to 200 fathom depths as the Gulf Stream turns north off Key Largo. Taking a look at the Bahamas, we've seen some warmer water along the eastern side of the Gulf Stream to the north of Walker's Key along here, with some unstable water mass boundaries in that region. However, it's a lot easier to see in chlorophyll due to some of the Saharan dust that we're dealing with lately. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Additionally, we've seen a large clockwise rotating eddy formation north of Abaco, right in here. This large eddy formation has been pulling some cooler Bahamas blue water west-northwest along the northern coast of Abaco, while some of this water is pushed southwest from the North Bar to the hole in the wall, before moving back southeast due to the counterclockwise rotating eddy formation north of Eleuthera in this general direction. Taking a look at our ocean color chlorophyll imagery, you can really see this Bahamas blue water to the east and north of Abaco moving in these directions, as well as those two larger eddy formations. Additionally, closer to shore north of Abaco, we've observed several smaller eddy formations right along the coastline before moving north of Walker's. Along the eastern side of the Gulf Stream, we can see some relatively stable water mass boundaries as you get further north as we pass Cape Canaveral. And here you can see some of that unstable water north of Walker's in this area. Some blue-green to blended blue water has also been observed inshore over 15 to 20 fathom depths between St. Augustine and Fernandina Beach, right in here. And that continues northeast over the inshore areas off of Georgia. Additionally, looking further north, you can really see the pull of mixed blue-green water offshore of the ledge, south of Cape Fear, pulling off right in this area due to that larger eddy we talked about earlier. And as the Gulf Stream pushes this water to the northeast, we anticipate this water to move towards the area offshore of Cape Lookout and then further northeast later in this week. Be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321-723-5759 to place your order for any of these areas in the Southeast to see updated versions of these forecasts to see how these oceanographic features are moving in real time. Have a good day.